Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. This is Prepper Princess, and this video is going to be about diversifying your supplies. So, diversifying your supplies, what I mean by that is, you've already seen all the videos about eating what you like and stockpiling what you eat and stockpiling what you like. So this video is going to be about having stockpiles in different areas of your home. So this is my ready room. It's also my guest room, so I like to keep it nice. So you've got the gold and purple that matches the gold and the purple. And every room in my house has something that belonged to my mother. That dresser belonged to my mother, the red thing, the Native American thing. I'll show you a picture of my mom later, but she was totally German, totally white, and by the end of her life she started looking like a Native American, and I think that that is because she was so... I think that maybe in some of her past lives she was Native American. Not sure if you believe in that sort of thing. But this is my ready room and my guest room. Sorry, I had to pull out the key. But so I like to keep it nice and homely. And you don't really know that it is a ready room or a preparedness room. In this I've got my medical supplies and alcohol on the bottom, and then I've got some food in there. You don't really pay attention to what's in there. So it's covered by a pillow, covered by a chair, which I moved out of the way a little bit so you could see in there. And then on top I've got a nice little gun there, just for scaring people away. I do keep my closet, my ready closet, locked at all times. And that's not necessarily for, security. It's more for if I were to need to ration, somebody would think twice about going in there. If they broke open the door, I would know somebody in my group was stealing, and then it would be a whole big thing. But anyway, so I have approximately a 2 to 3 year supply for 2 people. This is not everything that I have. This is my ready room, so I have most of my things in here. You've got all of your backpacking stuff, and whenever I go hiking, I'll just grab one of those, take it with me. It's pretty much like a convenience store. I have an infant nephew who, just in case, I've got one of those. And then I've got all of this food. And I did do the calorie counts and the, per serving, how many servings in a box, and it adds out to something like 3,000. But those are low calorie, so anyway. So you've got all the food here in these Augustin Farms. You've got the salt, the food, the real good stuff, the beans, muffin mix, pancakes, sweet potatoes, all that good stuff. And then you've got the larger buckets. The larger buckets are cereal. So, that's flour. And that's like Cinnamon Crunch cereal. I've got a first aid kit, water filter, and then I've got water. So this is my ready room. And then I also have a fire extinguisher where my significant other pulled the pin, and I had to see how it's lifted up right here. Yeah, that's not supposed to be up. That's supposed to be down here. Thanks a lot. So I just put that in so if anybody feels like pulling on it, it's not going to do anything. And then I've got the smoke alarm in here too. So, that is just one area. So let's say there is a martial law and they come in to steal all of your supplies, right? So they find your ready room. You're out of stuff, right? And, obviously by the way that room looks, that's everything you've got, right? Well, I go into my closet here, and this is my bedroom closet. This is 4 deep. That's all cereal. And then I've got the white wheat. I also have a wheat grinder out in the garage. And then cornmeal. I think back there is some... I think it's sugar, but I'm not sure. And then up here, roast beef, dried milk. I think that's pasta primavera. And then roll the doors the other way. And, you've got the milk, you've got the food here. So let's say they find that, and that's all you've got, right? Well, that's not all I've got. So I've got a box up here. I'm trying to get it down because it's really heavy. Ugh. Okay, so... got that box, all right, and you'd think that's just some old stuff, right? Well, no, that's more food in here. So, tons of food in there, MREs. I've even got some desserts. These are little dessert thingies. What's this? Vanilla pound cake, and then, I've got the MREs here, here. I think I've got some coffee in here too. But it just goes deep, and this is about a month's worth of food if you ration it. And then You're like, okay, so they found that too. Great, I'm totally screwed, right? Or even think of it this way. If there's a hurricane, a tornado, an earthquake, part of your house is collapsed, but not all of it, and your ready room is under a bunch of rubble, but you can somehow get to your bedroom, you know, that's something to think about. There's also a rifle right there. And then you're like, oh, great, you know, the whole back of the house is all messed up. So you go into, you know, just any other room. It doesn't have to be like my house, you know, but, you know, put something in a drawer or two. See, look, I've got MREs right there. So, and then, you know, you're like, okay. So I also have 5 gallons of water right there. And then under this burlap sack, I've also got this, which is just full of food, you know, lots of backpacking food, stuff like that. Goes all the way down, and it just keeps going, layer after layer after layer. There we go. So that's about a week or two worth of food. You know, each package has 2 or 3 servings, 2.5 servings, and it's something that you want to keep in mind, especially if you're in an earthquake or tornado or even a snowstorm area. You know, part of your house collapses and you can't get to it. And then, of course, you've got to have a very large amount of water, which I have. 2 55-gallon drums and a siphon. Over there, lots of sodas, water, toilet paper, you know, just whatever I can stock up and wherever I can stock it. It's not necessarily an expensive thing. You know, you can take, you know, something from your kitchen. So let's just use that as an example. You know, you've got your kitchen cabinets. Okay, they're full of stuff. They're always full of stuff, right? Just grab a can, bring it over here, you know, stick it in the corner over here. You know, put it on a bookshelf behind some books right back there. See? Don't even know it's there. And if somebody comes in, they're just going to see a bunch of clutter. You know, they're not really going to see that you've got that. I've got myself some self-defense right there. And here's a beautiful picture of my mother. This was not long before she passed. That's Simba, who's right there. My mom passed away 6 years ago. Simba's getting a little bit older. Hey, Sim, look over here. Look over here. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? You are. And this is Skeeta. She passed away. Well, we had to put her down a while ago. She had really bad cancer and arthritis, and she was blind and everything else. But like I said, my mom kind of looked like a Native American before she passed away. I think that was her past lives coming through. Today, I was lucky enough to get a survival book by the Army for $8. It was something that my viewers had recommended, so I'm giving it a shot. And I love the stuff that it goes on. Oops. About like, oh, there you go. There's one right there. The type of fish you can catch and how you can catch them. And then I've got here the picture history of World War II. You probably don't want to see that because there's a lot of Nazi concentration camp stuff in there. But anyway, so if you've got a lot of supplies, or not even a lot of supplies, if you can take a couple of cans, you know, if you've got a family of 4, take 4 cans and put them in a room. You can even put them in your bathroom, wherever you have to. Just make sure that you diversify your supplies. You know, put them in different areas of your home. If part of your home collapses or martial law takes over, that's something that can really help you out. I hope you guys like my new duvet cover and bedspread that cost me about $20 for the whole set at a thrift store. Anywho, I guess that's it. Live with what you've got. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.